Hello guys, welcome back to ActrexClipHub. Today we're taking a closer look at the performance of Sara Arjun in the film Dhurandhar, and specifically how her screen presence and acting style contribute to the overall impact of the film. Sara Arjun has been known to audiences since her childhood roles, and watching her evolve into more mature performances has been an interesting journey. From the moment she appears on screen in Dhurandhar, one thing becomes immediately clear. There is a sense of confidence in the way she carries herself. Her posture, expressions, and overall body language show that she understands the tone of the scene she is in. Rather than relying on exaggerated movements or overly dramatic reactions, she keeps her performance grounded. That grounded style is important for a film like Dhurandhar, where the narrative relies heavily on emotional connection and character interaction. Sara's approach to acting here feels deliberate. She allows the scene to unfold naturally, rather than pushing it forward with unnecessary intensity. One of the first things that stands out in her performance is expression control. Sara uses subtle facial movements to communicate emotion. Instead of relying on big gestures, she lets small details carry the weight of the scene. A slight change in her gaze, a pause before delivering a line, or a restrained reaction can often convey more than a dramatic outburst. This kind of acting technique shows awareness of cinematic storytelling. Another aspect worth discussing is timing. In performance analysis, timing often separates a good actor from a memorable one. Sara's timing in dialogue delivery and reactions feels well calibrated. She allows the other performers in the scene to finish their moment before responding, which creates a natural rhythm in the conversation. This rhythm is important because it prevents the scene from feeling rushed. Instead, it feels like a genuine interaction between characters, rather than a sequence of scripted lines. Now let's talk about body language. Sara's body language in Dhurandhar is consistent with the emotional tone of the character. When the scene demands composure, her movements are minimal and controlled. When the narrative intensity increases, her physical reactions become slightly sharper, but still remain believable. This balance between control and expression is what keeps her performance engaging. Another interesting element is the camera relationship. Actors often perform differently depending on how the camera frames them. Sara appears comfortable in both close-up shots and wider compositions. In close-ups, where the camera captures every micro-expression, she maintains subtlety. In wider shots, her movements remain deliberate, so the performance reads clearly, even from a distance. This adaptability shows that she understands how film acting differs from stage acting. Film acting often requires restraint, and Sara demonstrates that restraint effectively. Let's also discuss emotional range. Throughout Dhurandhar, her character moves through different emotional states. Instead of jumping abruptly from one emotion to another, she transitions gradually. That gradual progression allows the audience to follow the emotional arc without feeling disconnected. For example, moments of tension are not immediately followed by extreme reactions. Instead, the emotion builds step by step, which makes the character feel more realistic. Another aspect that deserves attention is scene chemistry. Acting in film is rarely a solo performance. The interaction between actors shapes the final result. Sara's scenes with other characters show balanced engagement. She listens within the scene rather than simply waiting for her next line. That listening quality is often overlooked but extremely important. When an actor truly reacts to the other performer, the scene becomes more believable. Now, from a cinematic perspective, direction and camera framing also support her performance. The way the scenes are staged allows the audience to observe her expressions clearly, without distraction. Lighting and shot composition help highlight the emotional tone of the moment. These technical choices work together with her acting to create a cohesive viewing experience. From a performance analysis standpoint, what stands out most about Sara Arjun in Dhurandhar is restraint. In modern cinema, there is often a temptation to overplay emotions in order to create dramatic impact. But Sara takes a more measured approach. She keeps the performance grounded, letting the story and the character's motivations guide her reactions. That restraint makes the performance feel authentic. As the film progresses, you can see a gradual evolution in the character's emotional strength. Sara adjusts her performance accordingly, showing subtle shifts in confidence and intensity. This progression gives the character a believable arc. So what is the overall takeaway from this performance? Sara Arjun delivers a composed and thoughtful portrayal in Dhurandhar. Her acting relies on controlled expressions, balanced timing, and natural interaction with other characters. Instead of relying on dramatic exaggeration, she builds the character through subtle details. And sometimes, those subtle details are exactly what make a performance memorable. Now I want to hear from you. What did you think about Sara Arjun's performance in Dhurandhar? Did her acting style stand out to you in any particular scene? And how do you feel her performance compares with her earlier roles? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is ActrexClipHub, where we take a closer look at performances, storytelling, and cinematic craft. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.